Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeek.tv. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg, and today is August 7th, 2008. Let's get to the tech news, starting off with Google again, giving itself some privileges, some preferential treatment. What? Google doing that? No way. So check it out if you're so inclined on the interesting links below. The screenshot and the story is there. It's definitely worth a read. Story number 2, Disney, ESPN's parent company, saying get rid of those Ashley Madison ads. If you don't know what ashleymadison.com is, it's a site that helps you find people to cheat with if you're married or in a long-term relationship. ESPN says, oh, we don't really want to do that, but since Disney owns them, they kind of have to. Story number 3, public speaking. One of the most important things if you run a business is talking to people, talking to a lot of people, and sometimes talking to a crowd of people. It's very important. Entrepreneur.com has a great article about it. I'm including it on the interesting links below. Number 4 is about Twitter. What? You've never heard of Twitter? You haven't heard of Twitter? This is so crazy. But if you haven't, I'm including links below about a profile Fortune magazine has done about Twitter. Kind of a big deal for them. I'm also including, if you've heard of Twitter before, a case study of a small brand, not a big brand like Zappos or Comcast, which are already doing Twitter, but a case study from a small business perspective. It's definitely interesting, and I have to give a big shout out for Ray for doing it. Number 5 is Google selling off Performance, their search marketing company that they acquired with DoubleClick. A lot of people in the SEO, SEM industry were really upset when this happens. They were very freaked out. I mean, Google never gives preferential treatment, do they? So, as you can tell, there was a right for them to be upset. Google has heeded their message, and they're whining and complaining a bit, and are selling Performance off. I'm including the public, let's see here, the press release in the interesting links below. Story number 6 is PopCuts, a new company that just released in public beta. Helps you find new music. Not only that, but it pays you to do it. That's right. It's a cool service to check out. The profile from TechCrunch is in the interesting links below. The details on how they pay out is way too much to go through in this little segment. Story number 7, TELUS in Canada is getting a touchscreen BlackBerry. As a long-time BlackBerry user, I'm not sure if I'm totally into the touchscreen stuff yet, but TELUS in Canada is getting one. Number 8, another tidbit about RIM and the BlackBerry device. They're doing the flip phone BlackBerry, but they're no longer calling it the Kickstart. They're calling it the new Pearl. So definitely a cool thing to check out once it's released. Number 9, I love Nikon cameras, so I'm giving them a big shout out in their 6 new Coolpix cams that they've released. I'm including specs in the article on the interesting links below. Number 10, air pollution sucking bricks. What? We never get anything that cool in the US. It's happening in the Netherlands. A Dutch town's getting air pollution sucking bricks. They're paving their roads with them. If you're so inclined, please check out the link in the interesting links below for more information. Number 11 is how someone bought the I Am Rich application from the App Store and is now begging for Apple to give their money back. They bought it on accident. I'm including an article at Gizmodo that tells you the whole story on the interesting links below. And lastly, iPhones phoning home. No way. Apple would never do that, right? Well, it turns out that there are a few people that say that it's happening, and it's going to a page where it shows apps that have been blacklisted, and then they actually deactivate on your iPhone. Check out the interesting links below for the URL, and I will give you the link to the full story. Pretty crazy if you ask me. That's it for today, August 7th, 2008. I'm your host, Griffin Granberg, and I have one quick announcement before we go. If you have Twitter and you're active, make sure to add us, twitter.com/SweetGeek. It's so easy, right? Check us out. It's called The Daily Geek on SweetGeek.tv every day. I'll catch you tomorrow.